Hi everyone. Look where we are. I moved Buster and myself outside to my back deck because this week is Earth Day. And I thought it would be fun to be outside in the sunshine because it's been rainy and I've been indoors a lot. So we're going to give this a try and see if we can make this work outdoors. So here we go. I'm going to start by singing to you like we usually do. Hello, Christian. Hello, Annabelle. Hello, Bear. I'm glad that you are here. Hello, Ruby. Hello, Dylan. Hello, Kiara. I'm glad that you are here. Hello, Calman. Hello, Catherine. Hello, Michael. And hello, Bo. And I am real happy that you are all here. And since it is, or has been Earth Day this week, I chose a story by one of my favorite authors, Kevin Henkes. It's called My Garden. And you see this little girl here. She has a great imagination, and so we'll find out in the story if she plants some things that are a little bit unusual. So here we go, My Garden by Kevin Henkes. I wonder if you can hear the birds singing. My garden. My mother has a garden. I'm her helper. I water, I weed, and I chase away the rabbits so that they don't eat all the lettuce. It's hard work, and my mother's garden is very nice. But if I had a garden, there would be no weeds, and the flowers would keep blooming and never die. In my garden, the flowers could change color just by my thinking about it. Pink, blue, green, purple, even patterns. And if you picked a flower, another one would grow right back in its place. In my garden, the rabbits wouldn't eat the lettuce because the rabbits would be chocolate and I would eat them. If I planted seashells, I'd grow seashells. If I planted jelly beans, I'd grow a great big jelly bean bush. Sometimes in my garden, good, unusual things would just pop up. Buttons and umbrellas and rusty old keys. In my garden, there would be birds and butterflies by the hundreds so that the air was humming with wings. The tomatoes would be as big as beach balls, and the carrots would be invisible because I don't like carrots. At night, the morning glories would stay open, shining like stars, and the strawberries would glow like lanterns. It's night now. Only the fireflies and the porch light are glowing. Before bed, I take one seashell from the shelf in my room and go to the garden. I poke the seashell into the ground. Who knows what might happen? I cover it up with dirt and pat down the dirt with my foot. What are you doing? Asks my mother. Oh, nothing, I say. Just working in my garden. That is the end of my garden. What a great imagination this little girl had. Okay. My next story for you today is by another wonderful author, Carle, and it's called Friends. And I think actually we read this in school together, but it's worth reading it again because it's a really nice story about two friends who miss each other so much. And one day the little girl has to move away and the little boy goes out to find her. So this is called Friends. Once, there were two friends who were always together. Together they played and ran and danced and told each other secrets. But one day, the boy was all alone. His friend was gone. She had moved far away. "I miss her," he said. "Wherever she is, I must find her." Then he took a deep breath and counted to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And he jumped into the swift river. The water was cold. Brrr. The river was wide, so it took a long time to swim across it. When he got to the other side, it was already dark. The stars watched him as he fell asleep. The next morning, he saw a tall mountain ahead. He started up one side of it. The path was steep. It was hard work. Finally, he got to the top, and then he slid right down to the other side. Plunk. The boy landed in a broad meadow. It was a hot day. The grass was dewy, damp, and cool. He strolled through it. Ah. Then all of a sudden it began to rain. Splish, splash. He had to dash through the falling drops. After a while, the boy felt tired. He fell asleep and dreamed that he was floating on a cloud. He woke up in a deep forest. Dark shadows danced around him. Oh, he rushed out of the woods into a flower garden. He gathered a bouquet and there was his friend. "I have found you," he shouted. "I knew you would come," she said. Together they played and ran and danced and told each other secrets, and they got married. And that is the end of Friends. So I have one more thing I want to do with you before we say goodbye for today. As you might know, this is the month of April, and in April it's called National Poetry Month. And poetry are short little verses or stories that often rhyme. And one of the best ways to learn about poetry is by reading Mother Goose. So I thought I would share just a few Mother Goose rhymes with you, and we'll read a few today and maybe a few the next time. So let's see what I can find, what I marked off for you. This is Mother Goose. The first one is Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. On the next page, sometimes the Mother Goose rhymes you can sing, so maybe I'll sing. Shoo fly, don't bother me. Shoo fly, don't bother me. Shoo fly, don't bother me, for I belong to somebody. Here's another one you might know, Humpty Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. And let's see, maybe one more. Down at the station, early in the morning, see the little pufferbillies all in a row. See the engine driver pull his little lever. Puff, puff, peep, peep, off we go. So those are just a few Mother Goose rhymes. And I think next time I'll read you some more because I love them and it reminds me of reading Mother Goose to my children. So for today, I hope that you enjoyed being outside. I did. We'll see if it worked out. And until next time, let's sing goodbye. Bye, see you later. Later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. Bye for now. Bye-bye.